Hi, welcome to this week's video. My name is Paul. So this week you're going to see me doing some acrylic landscape painting and also some charcoal landscape drawing. The thing that ties the both together is they're both done in a loose style. I did a video a few months ago on this idea of painting in a loose style. I wasn't completely happy with the video, so this video is take two, or version 2 of that original video, if you like. So first of all, maybe definitions, and again, usual disclaimer, everything I'm saying is just my opinion. I'm not setting it forward as the absolute truth or this is what you have to believe. These are just my ideas. So to me, a loose painting or drawing style, it's more spontaneous. It's more expressive. It's less concerned with accuracy. It's less concerned with details, and also maybe less concerned with realism. So this loose style can be a bit more abstract. At least, as I say, this is how I see it. So the loose style of drawing and painting is a faster way of making art. You're not being methodical, you're not being as careful and as precise. And for that reason, some people like it, some people don't. Some people see it as very sloppy and careless. As with all things in art, it's just subjective opinion. There are people who've expressed to me and to other people that they would really like to be able to paint or draw in a loose way, and they feel that at the moment they can paint and draw in a tighter, more precise way, but they would like to be able to loosen up, and they're struggling with that. And what can you do? So my intention in this video is to suggest a few things that might possibly help somebody. At least this is what I say, this is my intention, this is my goal for this video, to help in any way that I can. I think the loose drawing and painting style is more of an attitude rather than mechanics of actually putting pigment or charcoal onto a piece of paper. So it depends on what kind of person you are, how easily you're going to find this style of painting and drawing. To me, I don't think of it as a loose style of painting or drawing. To me, it's just my style of drawing and painting. This is how I do it. I remember when I was at school, I didn't do very well in art classes. One of the reasons, well, there were several reasons, but one of them was, for example, they would give you an exercise like draw an apple and then paint that apple. That's okay, that's fair enough. Well, first of all, the teacher would say that my drawings are sloppy and messy and they're not neat. And then when I was painting, I didn't care about painting inside the lines. If the brush strayed outside the line, that's fine by me. I don't care. But for some reason that I didn't understand and still don't understand, for the teachers, it was a very important thing. It was very important that when you put the paint onto the paper, that you stay inside the lines. The point I'm making is, if you're a stay inside the lines kind of person, this looser style is going to be a challenge for you. In the same way that if I was to try and do a more draftsman-like approach to art, it would be incredibly difficult for me because it's going against my nature, my personality. I didn't mind going outside the lines with the paint because half the time I didn't even notice that I was going outside the lines. It's not the way my brain works. I don't care about a little bit of inaccuracy and sloppiness. To me, that's all part of the aesthetics of painting. So does that mean then, if you are an inside the line kind of person, that you can't paint and draw in a looser style? I don't think so. But I say it is going to be more of a challenge for you. Two simple exercises that you might try. One is setting a time limit. So you have a reference, or you're painting from life, drawing from life, whatever it is, but you give yourself a very tight time limit. I used to do life drawing classes, and one of the things they did in life drawing was to warm up. Okay, here's the person, here's the model, you've got 30 seconds to draw them, go. You're not going to be able to do any details in 30 seconds. At best, you can sort of suggest the gesture, the head, the body, the limbs. That's as much as you can do. You're not going to get any detail. It's useful in the sense that the loose style of drawing and painting is not based around details or precision. It's more about the big shapes and the color schemes that you use, and the brushwork, and preserving that brushwork, or the expressive marks that you make with charcoal, for example. That's the goal of the loose drawing style and painting style. So that's one possible exercise you can try. Just set yourself a time limit. Another possible exercise is to paint and draw from memory and imagination, rather than from any sort of reference photos or from life. And again, the goal of this is to get away from details. So when you have a photograph, it could be a landscape, a bowl of fruit, whatever it is, you immediately start to focus in on all those little details. Whereas if you're painting an apple from memory, you probably don't have many details. You just remember the vague idea of an apple and the shape of the apple, and that's what you're focusing on. So again, that's the point of this exercise, is to get away from the details and to focus just on the big shapes and the colors that you're using. Be expressive and be creative with the colors. You don't have to limit yourself to representational colors, for example. If you want to paint a purple apple, you can. You're allowed to. Anyway, for me, as I said, those are two exercises that might work. It is going to be more of a challenge if you are an inside the line kind of person. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not criticizing that in any way. That's a perfectly valid way of making art. But if you do want to loosen up, there are some exercises that maybe will help. And basically trying to get away from a detailed, precise way of drawing and painting. One final thing I would say is, I don't think it's a binary thing. So I don't think it's all of those artists over there, they paint and draw in a tight fashion, and all of these ones over here, they're loose painters and drawers. I don't think it's like that. I think it's more of a spectrum, so there's in-between layers, if you like. You can loosen up, or you can tighten up your drawing and painting without going to one extreme or the other. So that's another thing to bear in mind. Maybe you paint and draw in a very tight way, but you can, if you want to, loosen up a bit. You don't have to go all the way towards, say, a Jackson Pollock style of painting. If you made it this far in the video, I say hopefully it was interesting or useful to someone. Thank you for watching and listening, and hopefully see you again in next week's video.